Plant roots require air as well as water to remain healthy. The amount of air held within a growing media is referred to as air-filled porosity, or AFP. Testing procedures for AFP are not difficult and can be done at minimal cost with simple equipment built from readily available materials and a little bit of time. The following video shows a process for carrying out a practical on-site air-filled porosity test on growing media.
Regular testing of growing media alerts us to the fact that there could be a problem with our air-filled porosity and the water holding capacity of the growing media. Keeping records of growing media tests can be used as a benchmark for crops that may not be performing as expected.
The equipment required for an air-filled porosity test is a sample of moistened growing media and the air-filled porosity apparatus. The apparatus is made up of two parts. The base of the air-filled porosity apparatus consists of a 12 cm length of 90 mm stormwater pipe and an end cap with a gap cut out to let water pass out and 4 9 mm holes drilled in it. The top section is a 12 cm length of pipe and a joiner allowing the two sections to be fitted together. A stocking and rubber band, empty 10 litre bucket, 10 litre bucket of tap water, a flat dish, knife, a container for capturing the drainage water, a measuring cylinder, and record sheets. Put the two sections of the AFP apparatus together. Take 2 litres of moistened media and fill the container to the top. Then drop from 5 cm 5 times to settle the growing media. Put the apparatus into the empty bucket and then fill with water carefully to ensure the base section of the apparatus is well covered by water. After 30 minutes, take out the apparatus and let it drain for 5 minutes. Then place the apparatus gently into the water. Repeat the process of soaking and draining 3 times. At the completion of the third soaking, the container is taken out of the water and allowed to drain. The top of the apparatus is removed and the media sliced off with a knife to level with the top of the base section of the apparatus. The stocking is placed over the top of the base section and secured with the rubber band. The base is placed in the empty bucket. Fill the bucket to cover the top of the base section with 30 to 40 mm of water and allowed to soak for 10 minutes. The base is lifted enough to keep the top covered with water and fingers are placed under the holes in the base. The base is then lifted out of the bucket and any drips allowed to run off. The base is then placed in the shallow container that doesn't allow the bottom of the base to be sitting in the drainage water and allowed to drain for 30 minutes. The base section can be raised by sitting on spacers such as clothes pegs inside the container to prevent water wicking back up into the media. The base is then taken out of the shallow container. The amount of drainage water is measured and the amount recorded. Calculate the AFP using this formula. The air-filled porosity result achieved for this pine bark and coir fibre growing media of 26.5% is within the recommended range of 25 to 28% for 140 to 200 mm trees and shrubs.
Regular testing of the growing media provides us with the means of ensuring that the properties of the growing media are maintained through the life of the plants.
More information on growing media properties and testing can be found in Container Media Management. This short training video has been supported by South East Queensland Irrigation Futures Rural Water Use Efficiency Initiative. Special thanks go to Tropical Exotics.